I'm Gus Anderson, and I've been a Christian since about the age of 12, I think. But I grew up in a Christian home. I always went to church. It was just sort of how it was. It was never real. In fact, I was sort of envious of people who become Christians and have that great awakening, that change in their lives, that suddenly they become on fire, because I never experienced that. I would always just sort of live that. But over the past 3 to 5 months, I've been praying that God would make himself more real to me, and that he'd be more evident in my life, and his Spirit would speak to me more. And through him and some experiences I went through while I was out working in Pennsylvania, and some other things and some answered prayers, he started to show me himself. And the last time I was out in Pennsylvania, about the last week, there was some really, I really felt myself being fought over, just kind of which way I wanted to go, good or bad, sort of Satan and God really fighting. And I spent about 4 or 5 days just on my knees in prayer and reading mostly Psalms. David experienced the same thing, I think, because I ended up praying a bunch of those. And when I got through that, when I flew back home, when I got back to Laramie, I just felt that there had been a change that had began inside me. I felt that passion. I felt that difference in my life, that God was really beginning to speak to me. And despite being a Christian for 12 years, I had never felt it was very important to be baptized. But in reading and praying and stuff, I felt it was time to make that public, to make it known that that is who I am and that is who I'm going to be, and invite the Holy Spirit into me. God has his body, he has his life, it's his to do with as he pleases. And that's where I'm at today, and it's a great feeling.